They range in age from premature baby Fawn to 4-year-old Sierra. Natasha joins us now alongside her 12 dolls. And thank you very much indeed for coming in today and bringing them. It was most disconcerting this morning when we all walked in and you were wandering around with them. Some of them were in prams, some of them were stuffed
underneath the prams,
yeah.
So it's not as if you're overly precious about them here.
In a sense, yes, I am, but in a sense, no. I mean, I know they're not real, to the extent where I will not always have them in the pram. Like, if they're at home, they will be on top of them. That
poor little love was squashed right underneath.
She was, yeah.
Well, Rochelle arrived at my dressing room door this morning with this guy,
Jasper,
who is Ed Sheeran's love child.
So said good morning.
just for a moment, it took me by surprise.
Yeah.
And then I remembered it's this morning, and you get all sorts of guests on. So here you are, and here they are.
Yes.
Explain what a reborn doll is.
So a reborn doll is a vinyl a kit that gets painted by professional artists from all over the world. They use air dries or heat genesis paints, which then get mottled or the veins. Each delicate layer is a new part of the skin tone for the doll.
I mean, they are works of art.
Incredible, aren't they? They really. How long do these sort of things take to?
It depends on the artist. Some people are quite fast, some people are a lot slower, but every artist is different in their work. So none of my dolls are alike.
No.
They're all individual. And when I've been painting mine, I've taken a few days, but some people take weeks because they want to get that precision, because they don't want to sell a doll that's not good enough for them.
When did you start?
I started in 2014.
I mean, you'd been asking your folks for a long time, hadn't you?
Yeah, I'd asked my parents probably 2 years. I first started seeing them in 2012 when I was 13, and I was begging my mum. I was like, "Please, can I have one? Please, can I have one?" And she was worried that it was just a phase. So she, for a long time, said no.
Well, they're expensive, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they are.
So they start around, anywhere between £70 and £1,000.
Yes, if not more, for the silicone dolls. So I don't have any silicones in my collection, but the silicone dolls, because of the more expensive material, they cost a lot more to create, and they're a lot more delicate as well.
You've told us that you were bullied at school.
Yes.
And that you found comfort in them.
Yes.
In what way?
So I think it's what responsibility of being responsible for something as delicate as a baby. Yes, they're not real, but they're weighted to be real. I mean, you felt them, you know.
Yes. Where is he? Little Ed Sheeran was chunky.
He was chunky.
Yeah. So it's those endorphins are automatically released, and it's like, I need to take care of it. I need to be responsible. I mean, I used to get in fights. I'll admit I was not the perfect child. I was in fights when I was bullied because I reacted. I didn't have a very good sense of knowing how to not react properly. And then it was just a way that I was able to cope.
And so you've continued that throughout your life now.
Yes.
And so as an adult, what sort of reaction do you get? Where do you take them?
Sometimes I take them out shopping with me, but most of the time it's just in the village when I'm walking my dog Timmy. But it does vary. When people ask, sometimes I'll go along with it. So I have to assess the situation.
What would they ask? They'd assume that they're real?
Yeah, they'd ask oh, how old are they? And sometimes it's like, oh, it's a doll. And then I explain why I have them, and...
Do they walk off quite quickly?
No. Some people are really intrigued. Some people take pictures. Some people hold them.
Intriguing, aren't they?
It's quite funny, when I went to America, the airport all the staff in the airport had a good laugh because I took Isaiah with me. And they were all a bit shocked.
Do you leave the house without one or two of them? Do you ever just go to the shops without the dolls?
All the time. My sister doesn't like them, so if she doesn't want them, I won't take them with me, to respect her. And it's the same with my parents. Sometimes they might feel embarrassed. I'll take them out when I'm comfortable, when I'm with my friends who also collect them. And it's assessing when's the best time, when's not the best time.
You had, and I don't know whether this is important, the word ex, but you had an ex-boyfriend.
Yes.
And so was he okay with them?
Yeah, he was very supportive with them. We were together about 2 years, and he just loved like he wouldn't mind me taking them out with me. If I was like, I'm taking one with me when I come and see you, he'd be like, all right.
Yeah.
And he'll just go along with it. I think he knew,
So that's not the
me.
reason for the ex then. He didn't think, oh my God,
No.
it's either the dolls or me.
We were together for 2 and a bit years.
Yeah.
It was something that I'd had them for 4 years. You know.
Yeah.
I had them before him even.
So what about moving or maybe meeting someone new? Because I know you recently took, I don't know which child it was.
Lucas, right?
Lucas on a date, didn't you?
Yes.
And how was that?
It was actually really good. I mean, some people, they're creeped out by them. Like when I'm going and like having dates, usually I don't take them with me. Sometimes it can be a bit full frontal on the first date. But I was getting a train to Birmingham and I hate trains, so I was like, I'll take one just for the train ride. And then, to be honest, he didn't really say much. He was like, oh, I thought I would really hate him, but actually it's not that bad, you know, because...
So that was a first date?
Yes.
First date and you took a doll?
Yes. Usually I don't on the first.
And did he call you back?
Yeah, but we're not progressing it. We didn't have that click.
Right.
So we've decided just to stay as friends.
I mean, you are... I see what you get from them. I understand that.
Yes.
And it's not at the expense of friends. Obviously, it's not at the
Yes.
expense of going out. But what about sort of real children? Are there, this is something. Obviously, I assume you're going to make a great mum eventually.
Yeah, I do want children in the future. I mean, I'm 19. I don't need children for a long time. But
Yeah.
when the right partner comes along, when the right time comes along, I will have children on my own. And I think the dolls will still be part of my life, just in a smaller sense. So the children will come first, their school will come first, their education, everything like a normal living family would be, just with a bit of a weird hobby at the sidelines.
You probably appreciate the silence of the dolls
Yes.
a lot more when the real ones come.
Well, I have insomnia, so sleepless nights doesn't bother me.
And have you got another one on order?
I did, but I decided not to go ahead with that just because I'm happy with my collection at the moment.
I mean, 12 is enough.
Yes.
12's a lot.
You know?
There's not enough room in that buggy. There's not.
It's really lovely to see you. Thank you very much
Thank
indeed
you.
for coming in.